to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He's got great speed. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was oh so close to breaking that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick shovel pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The Panthers are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Gets it past the marker. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The give to the tailback. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy. forced the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Run in the red zone. It's gone. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Makes the quick grab. Still running at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And he's all close to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and short, the power run here. Oh, he's got some space. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And that short completion now sets up a big third down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. But you get the feeling a critical third down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hart. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking for space. It's gone. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's Schuster. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Love the work by the quarterback, selling pass. You saw the linebackers just back out of the box. As soon as he handed it off, there was nobody home, and that led to a big gain.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. To the air, it's Hart. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Pitt pushing the base. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Quick tempo here for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on the money. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29,
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And these slant routes, you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, with his hands up, he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get...
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Defense showing blitz here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first. There he goes! And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Hart. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30. Turning it on. The 40. 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's gone. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Wants to go up top. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line race, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
off, and boy, did this D need that. Powers through. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Wolfpack! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Hit it right back to the line. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Quickly complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Hicks. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Got a man. It's Schuster. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Snagged out of the air. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They want to run it left here. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And now they take the lead. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.